After then, many participants can join us. After then, they can watch it.
Sure. Oh yeah. No, I get a confirmation about YouTube is already live.
Yes. Now we are in a live session and we can start. Before starting, Dr. Kamala, would you like to say something for our esteemed guest, Dr. Sulistya?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. First of all, welcome to the 5th Islamic Finance Talks, and we are very, very happy to welcome Prof. Sulistya from Universitas Airlangga today to be with us. Just to mention that Prof. Sulistya 1 year ago, in June, was here face to face with us on our panel of the Karsiev Karatai conference. And today we are together online with the moderation of Dr. Hussein Ergun, and inshallah soon we will have again our face-to-face programs, Prof. Salamat datang again. Welcome to the
Thank you.
online this time.
Okay.
Inshallah. Thank you very much, Dr. Kamala. And as you mentioned, Dr. Sulistya is always participating in our programs, and hopefully next time we'll make it face-to-face with our students, because our programs are making, especially for the students and the professionals of Islamic economics and finance, and we are glad to be here to make this incentive. And also, I have to mention that we are making this International Islamic Economics and Finance Talk. This is the 5th edition, and the last 4 was very successful, and we are making the 5th, and we will go on these programs. Thank you very much. Inshallah, it will be a beneficial program for all of us and participants. I want to start from the beginning. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Distinguished guests, brothers, sisters, our students, professionals, Islamic economics and finance, thank you very much for participating in our program. We are making the 5th edition of the International Islamic Economics and Finance Talks. Today, we gather to explore the dynamic landscape of Islamic capital markets in Indonesia. This is a very unique topic, and Islamic capital market is growing so much, and it's very important. And we want to learn what's going on in Indonesia and how is the process is going. Throughout insightful discussions, we aim to drive economic growth, financial inclusion, and sustainable development. During our discussion today, we will explore the multi-phase dimensions of Islamic capital markets in Indonesia, analyzing the growth trajectory, regulatory framework, and innovative products and instruments they offer. Moreover, this event is a testament of our commitment to fostering knowledge exchange and collaboration within the field of Islamic economics and finance. For example, today we have a distinguished guest from Universitas Airlangga, and we have a collaboration together with our universities, and we want to enhance our collaboration together. By bringing together experts, scholars, practitioners from across the globe, we create an environment that stimulates dialogue, encourages innovation, and promotes the sharing of best practice. And now, allow me to introduce our esteemed speaker for today's event. Dr. Sulistya Rusgianto is the Vice Head of Islamic Economics Department at the Faculty of Economic and Business, Universitas Airlangga, Indonesia. His extensive educational background includes a Bachelor of Economics from Universitas Airlangga, Indonesia, a master's degree from INCF regarding Islamic finance, Malaysia, and then PhD in Economics and Muamalat Administration from Universitas Sains Islam, Malaysia. With a strong focus on Islamic capital markets and Islamic social finance, Dr. Sulistya Rusgianto has dedicated his research endeavors to these fields. Beyond his teaching activities, he holds significant leadership positions at Universitas Airlangga, serving as the head of the Center for Islamic Innovative Investment and Capital Market and director of the Center for Islamic Social Finance Intelligence. His contributions extend beyond academia, as he actively participates as a board member in professional organizations such as the Indonesian Association of Islamic Economics and Sharia Economic Community. Once again, please join the extending a warm welcome to Dr. Sulistya. We look forward to hear today regarding Islamic capital markets in Indonesia. Doctor, thank you very much participating for our program, and the floor is yours. Thank you very much. If you want to make a share a presentation, I'll let you share the screen, please.
Thank you very much. I'll share my presentation. I think. Okay, that's me. Okay, sorry. I need to move this. I have two screens and I need to move. Okay, and this one. Okay, so first of all, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good evening, yeah, and also maybe still afternoon in Turkey, but in Indonesia it's already evening. To all of you, all the professors, doctor, and also student from KTU Karate University. I'm very happy today. Thank you for Dr. Hussein and Dr. Kamola for having me in this talk. It's very pleasure to me to discuss with you, with all professor of the KTU Karate, as well as for the student in your university. Okay, today I will try to discuss about the exploring the dynamic landscape of Islamic capital market in Indonesia. So there are some agenda here. I divide my outline presentation into 4 parts. First is we will talk the capital market in the financial system, and second is we discuss about how I will present the milestone of Islamic capital market in Indonesia, the development of product in Islamic capital market in Indonesia, and the last we will discuss some prominent innovation in Indonesia Islamic capital market. Okay, so first we talk about the position of the capital market in the financial system. Basically, capital market is part of the financial market. This part is actually this function is to facilitating parties who have a financial surplus to channel funds or to invest to those who need the funds. So we know this function, this facilitating activities can be done directly or indirectly. If we talk about the indirect mechanism, then we have banks and other financial intermediaries institution. Yeah, for example, in the pension fund, in insurance. But for the direct financing activities, that we have the financial market consists of a money market as well as the capital market. So this is the position of the capital market in the financial system. Okay, we focus on the capital market. Basically, the function is same, yeah, to meet the deficit unit with the surplus units in the level of individual, business, or government. But if we talk about the product, maybe this difference with the other financial institute of services, the product, yeah. At least we have in the conventional market, we have 3 main products. This is equity-based product, bonds, and also derivative. Yeah. So we talk about the Indonesia financial authorities. In Indonesia, we have at least 4 authorities body. Yeah, authority bodies. Yeah, first is the Central Bank of Indonesia. We call it as Bank Indonesia. This is the the Bank Indonesia hold as or act as the monetary authority, as well as dealing with the payment system, also microprudential policy, yeah, in the financial system. The secondly is the Financial Services Authority. We call it OJK, Otoritas Jasa Keuangan. who are responsible in managing a banking, capital market, and also other financial institution, including pension fund, insurance, financing, venture capital, and of course the financial technology. The third body is the Deposit Insurance Corporation. In bahasa Indonesia, we call as the Lembaga Penjamin Simpanan, who responsible to manage the deposit insurance, and also if we there is a bank that fail to do the function, then they will handle this. Whether they will try to help this bank or liquidated the bank. So this authority is in the Deposit Insurance Corporation. And the last is part of the government of Indonesia is Ministry of Finance. Yeah. So this Ministry of Finance act as a state of treasurer as well as authority of the fiscal policy. So we have these four bodies that responsible to manage the financial system stability in Indonesia. So these four bodies have the specific forum. They will meet at least in once a month, yeah, to discuss about the stability of the financial system in Indonesia and make decision on how to manage the stability in the financial system in Indonesia. Yeah, okay. Let's talk more detail on the Indonesian capital market. As I mentioned before, the Indonesia capital market is under authority of Indonesia Financial Services Authority or OJK. So under this, we know that in capital market, the bodies that we call as the self-regulation bodies, self-regulation organization or SRO. There are three SRO in Indonesia. First is Indonesian Stock Exchange, or Bursa Efek Indonesia, and second is the Indonesia Securities Exchange Transaction Clearing Services. So this is the clearing house to settle the transaction in the stock exchange, and not only stock exchange, the securities exchange. And the last is Indonesia Central Securities Depository, who responsible to custody the securities of the who bought or who hold by the investor, and then this Indonesian Central Securities Depository responsible to custody this all securities that traded in the Indonesia Stock Exchange. So the player in the market player, we have I think this is same in all countries. We have emittents or issuers, we have securities companies like underwriter, broker, investment manager, and also supporting institution as also and supporting profession like accountant, notarial, appraisal, legal consultant, and so on. As well as we also serve for the domestic and foreign investor. Okay. If we look at the product in capital market, I think almost same in all cap market. At least we have four categories. First is the equity, and second is pool fund or mutual fund. Third is the fixed income securities, and the last is derivative. Even some product, especially in derivative product, is a very limited product that this very limited product that according with the Sharia. So, but almost in almost a product we have product Islamic product for capital market in Indonesia. Okay. we talk about the Islamic capital market in Indonesia. Islamic capital market in Indonesia is not spread from the system to the capital market system as a whole, or in the in conventional capital market, but there are some special characteristics. It's part of the Islamic, is part of the capital market system, but they have some special characteristic of Islamic capital market, which are the product and the transaction mechanism do not against the Islamic principle. Okay, there are some variation from that of the non-Islamic market, especially on the distinction is on marketplace, commodities or products, and also price mechanism. We will discuss later about this. Okay, so let's talk the milestone of Islamic capital market Indonesia. The Islamic capital market in Indonesia start in 1997 when the first Syariah mutual fund issued in Indonesian capital market. So the first product in Indonesian capital market is not stock, but the Syariah mutual fund or Islamic mutual funds. In 1999, we established the National Syariah Board as part of Indonesian Council of Ulama, which inspired by the event of the first Syariah mutual fund in 1997. So basically, our Islamic jurists have a meeting on 1997 to discuss about the first Syariah mutual fund. After this meeting, after they make a fatwa, then they realize that there is needs to establish the National Syariah Board. So basically, the National Syariah Board, the establishment of the National Syariah Board is inspired by the development of Islamic capital market in Indonesia. Okay, so in the 2000, Indonesia launched the first Syariah index, Syariah stock index. We call it as the Jakarta Islamic Index, or GRI. This consists of the 30 most liquid Syariah stock in Indonesia. Okay, so the next milestone is in 2002, the issuance of the first corporate sukuk. The issuance of the first corporate sukuk. This sukuk is issued by the PT Indosat using akad of mudharabah sukuk. And 2003, there are the issuance of the first fatwa for Islamic capital market, because the Sharia board is not only for the capital market, but also for other Islamic financial institutions, including bank. But the first fatwa for Islamic capital market was issued in 2003. During 2006 until 2007, the issuance of the package of regulation in Islamic capital market by Financial Services Authority. And 2008, the issuance of the first government sukuk. So actually, relatively new for the government of Indonesia to issue sukuk, but currently Indonesia is one of the biggest countries that issue sukuk in the international level. And in 2011, Indonesia start implementing Sharia online trading system. This is the first online trading system in the world, and also the issuance of the Indonesia Sharia Stock Index, or ISSI. So this is the general milestone of Islamic history of Islamic capital market in Indonesia. Okay, there are some fatwa in Islamic capital market. I think we will not talk. We will not talk this one by one, because I believe also there are some fatwa that need to be updated. But we talk about the product in Islamic in Islamic capital market in Indonesia. The first product is the Islamic stock. Yeah. Basically, the Islamic stock are stock that are not contrary to Islamic principle. Yeah. In Indonesia, the body that gives Sharia approval whether a stock is classified as Islamic or non-Islamic is the Financial Services Authority of OJK. By issuing list of Sharia securities, the list of Sharia securities twice a year, every May and November. Yeah, every May and November. So twice a year, we have a list of the Sharia securities. Yeah. Any change to the Sharia securities will be automatically updated in Sharia online trading system. And later we will discuss about the Sharia online trading system. Okay, we talk about the Islamic stock screening. So Islamic stock in Indonesia can be classified into two. This is the Islamic stock that originally come from the company that declare that they run the company based on the Sharia principle. So automatically, this company, the stock of this company is classified as Islamic stock. Mostly, this come from the Islamic financial institution. For example, banks. And if I'm not mistaken, only one companies that classified as the original Islamic stock from the non-bank. This is the companies who have a business on the hotel. Yeah, this is Islamic hotel. We call this Islamic hotel. So because this company from the beginning of the operation said that we managing the company based on the Sharia principle, then they have the board in their organization. Then we classified this company stock as the Islamic stock. Okay. Other than this Islamic Islamic stock, almost Islamic stock in Indonesia is based on the screening process. Yeah, the screening process is based on the screening criteria. This screening criteria is developed by the Sharia board. National Sharia Board. There are three screening criteria or three levels. First is business sector screening. Second is financial rational screening. And then dividend and purification ratio. Actually, this is not much different with other screening. Yeah. The screening by Dow Jones, screening by in Malaysia, maybe the Securities Commission of Malaysia, maybe in Turkey also have the Securities Commission also that have the standard of the Islamic stock screening. Yeah. Not so different much. Maybe the difference is on the financial ratio screening as well as for the dividend and the purification ratio. Let's talk for short about the business stock screening. So basically, the business stock screening is talk about business activities that does not conflict with Sharia principle. Yeah. For example, for in a gambling or trading that deal with the good or services, the haram good of services, and also including the conventional bank and other conventional financial services. Yeah, trading of risk that contain uncertainty, gharar or gambling, conventional insurance, and also all companies who producing, distributing, trading, or providing product that are forbidden or haram because it contains, for example, liquor or also the pork and so on. So this not difference with the all I think all the Sharia screening or Islamic stock screening with other countries. Maybe slightly different for the financial sector screening. After removing companies with non-compliant business activities, the resultant companies are further examined for the compliance with accounting ratios, as certain ratios may violate the compliance measurement. There are 3 areas focus: leverage, cash, and the share of revenue derived from non-compliant activities. All these are subject to evaluation on ongoing basis. Okay, so we talk about cash compliant. Account receivable, and over the market value of equity in the last 36-month average must be less than 49%. Cash and interest-bearing securities, divided by a ratio cash plus interest-bearing security plus market value of equity in the last 30 months average is less than 33%. This is similar with the Dow Jones Islamic Index, I think. Okay, so how about the leverage? Leverage is measured by debt to market value of equity. Is also less than 33%. Okay. Now we talk about dividend and purification ratio. Dividend or prohibited income purification is the process of purging the income received from activities or sources that are non-compliant as Sharia principle from the total income. So, because this company is doing the business in the same in the general economic situation in conventional, they're dealing with other companies, they're dealing with the conventional banking, there is possibility the companies they have income that this is considered as non-halal income. So we need to do the purification. So this is the ratio. Companies having less than 5% of the revenue coming from the prohibited business activities are said to have passed the sector-based screen. But the proportion of dividend attributed to the revenue generated from such non-perishable business activities and interest income will have to be purified. So in Indonesia, the purification, they take the percentage of the non-halal income to be put in the non-halal account and be used for activities there. For example, for the social activities, social activity cannot be we can use for like corporate social responsibility, but not distribute to the person personally, like in zakah, no, but this is for the common common benefit, for the benefit for the ummah, for the benefit for the all people, okay. So this is the rule also. This is ratio. There are some another ratio. This is 10%. This dividend purification ratio is determines how much of the dividend received need to be purified or cleansed. As an example, if the dividend ratio is 10%, implies that 10% of the dividend need to be given to charity. So this is the social account used as the charity. Okay. So this is okay. So we talk about the Islamic stock index in Indonesia. We have currently 5 Sharia stock index in Indonesia. And the first is Indonesia Sharia Stock Index, ISSI. This is include all Sharia stock in the index. And secondly, this is the old one, is Jakarta Islamic Index. This is consists of 30 stocks, most liquid stock in Indonesia. And Jakarta Islamic Index 70, this is consists of 70 stocks, the liquid 70 stock. IDX MES BUMS, this is the index of stock from the company owned by government. And also IDX Syariah Growth, this is the index that consists of the stock with the highest growth, highest price growth or highest price growth, Okay, this is one of the process of the selection of index in Indonesia. The all index is the ISSI, and then based on this we we screening to be 70 stock. This is where the liquid and largest market capitalization, and we screening again to be 30 Syariah stock from GII 70. So this is the main Syariah index in Indonesia. Okay. The second product in Islamic capital market in Indonesia is suku. We will not talk about this theoretical thing because I believe that you already learned about this. And then type of suku as well. This is also theoretical thing. We have type suku based on the type of asset based and also asset backed. Based on the issuer, we have a corporate suku as well as sovereign suku. Based on the akad or contract, we have a sale-based contracts like murabaha, istisna, and so on. Lease-based contract also or ijarah contract, and also the cooperation-based contract, mudorobah, musyarakah, and so on. Okay, this is the type of the sovereign suku in Indonesia because the development of suku in Indonesia is dominated by the sovereign suku. We relatively have a small suku issued by companies, dominated by the sovereign suku. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 type of suku issued by the government of Indonesia as well as the Central Bank of Indonesia, Central Bank and government. For example, suku negara retail is issued by government. Suku negara tabungan or saving suku also issued by government, and for example, the Islamic T-bills suku issued by Central Bank, and suku dana haji or Indonesia Hajj Fund is also issued by government. Global suku issued by government, and the last is wakaf link suku or suku wakaf is also in collaboration or issued by government in collaboration with the wakaf authority bodies in Indonesia. Okay. The third product in Islamic mutual in Islamic capital market in Indonesia is the Islamic mutual fund. Basically, this is the collective investment contracts in which investors they appointed the investment manager and also custodian bank to manage the to collect and also manage their money to be invested in a portfolio investment. So if we look at the type of Islamic mutual bank in Indonesia, if we classify based on the asset, we can about mutual fund asset, mutual fund that invested in the money market or in the suku or fixed income securities, in stock or in or mix. Besides, based on the asset class, we can also identify the types of Islamic mutual fund is based on Islamic asset-based mutual fund. This suku or this mutual fund, and the asset here usually or mostly is the account receivable. account receivable, or in the conventional Islamic is a conventional finance. Usually we call it as a factoring process. So this asset is about the account receivable of certain companies is securitized as Islamic asset-backed mutual fund. We have also Islamic Real Estate Investment Trust and also Islamic Limited Participation Mutual Fund. The last type of mutual fund is limited, because this is not for the retail, but mostly the investor has come from the Islamic financial institution, because involve the big number of money, like insurance companies, pension fund companies, and so on. So this is only for the institutional investor, not for the retail investor. Okay. Last week, I will try to discuss about the innovation in Islamic Indonesia Islamic capital market. There are 4, but I will discuss the last is relatively not new. I will discuss about the 3 innovation in Indonesia. First is Syariah online trading system, and second is Wakaf link Suku, and the third is Suku link Wakaf. Okay, we talk about the first innovation is Syariah online trading system. SOTS is the first and only online Syariah stock trading system in the world, thus becoming a distinct characteristic of Syariah capital market in Indonesia. So, this system is developed by exchange member as a facility or an aid for investor who want to conduct shares transaction in Syariah or in Islamic way. So, if you want to be an investor in Indonesia, you need to register to one of the investment company or broker, and you will open your account, and you can choose whether you choose the conventional system or Syariah online trading system, conventional online trading system or Syariah online trading system. If you choose the Syariah online trading system, then only Syariah stock can be traded. So when you open your application, so the listed stock in your application is only Syariah or Islamic stock only. Non-Islamic stock will not appear in your application. So automatically this screening whether the stock is Islamic or not. Only Islamic stock is appear in your system. Okay. Second distinction is Syariah stock trading transaction only can be conducted in cash basis transaction. Cash basis. So if you have money in your account and you can use it to buy a stock. If you have no money there, then there are no transactions. You cannot do the transaction. So this is cash basis. So this different with the conventional, because in conventional we have what we call as the margin trading. So if you have in margin trading, this is prohibited in the based on the fatwa in Indonesia capital market. Syariah stock trading transaction cannot be done with credit facilities from the securities. Because in the credit, usually they will charge an interest that considered as riba. In this margin trading transaction, your stocks will use as a guarantee. So you will get a certain amount. This is margin from the total asset that you have, and if you use this amount, you will be charged by the securities company with certain interest. So we call it here is margin trading. This is prohibited, and in Indonesia, I believe also in other countries, and this online trading system, Sharia online trading, can detect or can block the transaction using margin trading. So there are no margin trading transaction in the SOTS. Fourth, Sharia stock trading transaction cannot be done if there is short selling. So automatically, you can do the short selling transaction activities. You cannot sell what you have in your account. So there are no short selling, and you can spirited Sharia stock portfolio. So when another feature that we can get here, if, for example, in the next round, the Islamic stock is no longer in the list of the Islamic stock, we will get alert. We will get alert warning that this stock, you have a stock, you hold a stock that that no longer in the or classified as Islamic stock. So you need to make a decision whether you should sell it because no longer is Islamic stock. So this is the Sharia online trading system, and from my understanding, this is the only Sharia online trading system in the world until today. I don't know, maybe there are some new development that I not considered. Okay. We talk about the second innovation. We call it cash wakaf link suku. This product just about 1 month or 2 months ago or 2 months ago, this product get prize from the Islamic Development Bank as the innovative, the most innovative product in capital market. We call it cash wakaf link suku. So basically, there are 3 collaboration here. First is the Ministry of Finance as the issuer of the suku, and second is the Badan Wakaf Indonesia. This is the Indonesia Wakaf Authority, and also the Nazir, or in Malaysia usually we call as Mutawali. So in this mechanism, bahkan Badan Wakaf Indonesia, they will make agreement with Ministry of Finance to issue suku, and this suku will be used to develop economic development in Indonesia. And then Nazir will invite Badan Wakaf Indonesia. This is a wakaf authority bodies in Indonesia will invite the partner Nazir. Partner Nazir. If this is partner Nazir, this is called as the institution, or we have also cash wakaf link suku but retail, so individual wakif. So individual wakif. If this partner of Nazir, then they will collect the wakaf, cash wakaf from the wakif, from the individual, and then this wakaf, this fund, this cash will be to be invested in the suku. So here, Badan Wakaf Indonesia become a Nazir for this investment into suku. So the return of the suku, first the Badan Wakaf will get cashback as an agent. So this cashback or not cashback, the fee, fee of an agent. This fee will be used to charity. For example, the case is the Ahmad Wardi Hospital. This Ahmad Wardi is name of the wakif. have the wakaf land on based on his name, and then on this wakaf land they develop the hospital. So the VS agent used to develop the infrastructure of the hospital, infrastructure of the hospital, the building of the hospital. And the return, the monthly return, monthly return is used to financing the operational activities in this company, in this hospital. So the ujroh and as an agent is to develop the building of the hospital, the building of the hospital. And the operational of a hospital, for example, for the doctor, medical doctor fees, and also medicine they use, and other costs, for the hospital is financing using the return of the sukuk, monthly return of the sukuk. So this is the model. Because of this model, as I mentioned before, this model is get the appreciation from Islamic Development as the most innovative sukuk model that combine the Islamic social finance with Islamic capital market. So okay, so another type is sukuk link wakaf. If we talk about sukuk link wakaf, if we talk cash wakaf link sukuk, this is cash wakaf invested in the sukuk. But if we talk about sukuk link wakaf, is in other the opposite situation. For example, we have land of wakaf, but we have no money, we have no fund to develop. For example, for hotel, for hospital, and so on. So we try to find issuer of sukuk. For example, in this case, there are two types of the issuer. Can be Islamic bank issuer. Can Islamic bank as issuer of the sukuk, and then the fund of the sukuk is used to develop productive asset on the wakaf land. The wakaf land the wakaf land is managed by Nazir Wakaf or Mutawali. So this mechanism is like build, operated, and transfer. So, for example, this hotel, for example, that developed based on the wakaf land, we give 20 years operation to the certain hotel manager. And after 20 years, then this hotel is back to the Nazir Wakaf. So after 20 years, the Nazir Wakaf not only keep the land of Wakaf, but also they have the building of the hotel. So this is the hotel chain manager. They have privilege 20 years, for example, to run this hotel. Then after 20 years, because they also in the 20 years they will pay back the sukuk to the investor, and after that they will deliver to this building to the Nazir. In the end of the day, after this 20 years, Nazir will have both land and also the building of the hotel. This is sukuk link wakaf. Another type is not only bank, but not only bank as a issuer of the sukuk, but also maybe the corporation. But the corporation, this is the financing corporation, they need to have permission from the authority to issue sukuk that use the money to develop infrastructure, for example, or the building, hospital or hotel. They need to also incorporation with the Nazir. For example, to not only building, but also they can use, for example, to farming, to invest in transportation, also in the health equipment, so they can use the sukuk, this sukuk. So not only to develop on the wakaf land, but also they can use for social activities. So this is the sukuk link wakaf. So sukuk issued commercially, but in the end, the return of the sukuk will be used for social activities. So basically, this concept of sukuk link wakaf or wakaf link sukuk is like this. So a combination between the commercial activities in the Islamic capital market and Islamic social finance in terms of the wakaf asset or wakaf managerial. Okay, I think that's all for my presentation, and we have I hope that we have a Q&A session. And thank you again. Thank you very much for having me in this talk. I back to you, Dr. Hussein, and I stop my presentation.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Silse. It was very nice, and we get lots of information about Islamic capital markets from your perspective. Thank you very much, and I am giving my heartful gratitude to you. Thank you very much. You are very profound insights regarding Islamic capital markets. I'll take some notes from your presentation regarding first of all, the innovation side is very important. I think we get some good experiences from there. For example, SOTS, Sharia online trading system is a very good innovative. I think this cashback linking and linked scopes are very interesting for our students, for our professionals, I think, because when we look from the beginning of your presentation, you've taken us on financial technologies, because financial technologies and financial inclusion may be gathered with these new coming projects. And for example, I want to ask you, how was the adoption of financial technologies in Indonesia's capital markets, besides of Sharia online trading system, influence of growth of Islamic finance and development of Sharia compliant investment products? What do you think about this? How we can enhance this profession?
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I'm forgot to mention about the current development in financial technology. Basically, we have very good development in the financial technology. There are two types of or there are three types of this market in Indonesia. First is the payment fintech, but this payment fintech, like in maybe we have in the level of international level, what we call the name, if we make a transaction using payment fintech.
Digital currencies, not that?
No, not yet the digital currency. If you buy something using e-wallet in the international, e-wallet, like e-wallet, this it is. Indonesia but this is not considered Islamic capital in the capital market, but in the payment system. This is under the authorities under central bank. Okay, this is the first. We adopt the financial technology in the payment system. Secondly is in the peer-to-peer lending. This is peer-to-peer lending. This we meet two in the this two units, the surplus units and deficit unit, through the peer-to-peer lending institution. So this is the second model, but this is like a financing. But the most new one is the Islamic equity crowdfunding. The peer-to-peer lending, this is financing, just a financing. But the last development is the Islamic equity crowdfunding. So this is equity-based financing. We developed this especially for the small medium enterprise. So in order to be the IPO, to be the public companies, no longer to be the big companies. Even you small companies, as long as you fulfill the requirement, you can attract investor. You can sell your equity. So this is the new thing, especially as I agree with you that this is the financial inclusion, because if we think that we become the big company and then we can sell our equity in the capital market, takes very long time. So Indonesia now developed this the financial technology more easier, this Islamic equity crowdfunding. So even you have not so big equity, you need to develop your company. You need to get financing in form of the equity, so you can use this facility. So this I forgot to mention about this. But I'm thank you very much. You remind me about the financial technology. But the most important thing, if we relate with the Islamic capital market, is the Islamic equity crowdfunding for small medium enterprise in Indonesia. Thank you, Dr. Hussein.
It's really nice. Thank you very much for this insightful information. Dr. Kamola, would you like to add something or discussion session?
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Dr. Sulistia, for very interesting, insightful presentation. I am sure that all our participants will benefit a lot, and the best thing that everyone will be able to watch it again on YouTube channel. As Dr. Hussein mentioned, I'm really impressed with the SOTS system, i.e. Sharia online trading system, and I believe that other countries, including Turkey, we need to get example, because when we look to I'm really impressed that like first government sukuk in Indonesia was issued in 2008. Meanwhile, the first government sukuk was in Turkey was issued also in 2012. Not when we look at the time-wise, it's not very huge gap, but when I look to the innovation of new sukuk structures, and by the way, congratulations on the winning ISDB prize. I follow it on LinkedIn, and I really congratulate all Islamic finance and economics in Indonesia for this great development. And I guess the Minister of Finance was receiving the prize, right? Again, congratulations. And when we look at that, actually, my question will be, again, from educational point, what we are missing in Turkey, why we still most of our issuances, sukuk issuances, still based on ijara sukuk, which is what we call e-certificates. Even though we started, of course, the first corporate sukuk was issued way earlier in 2002. Meanwhile, our first corporate sukuk was issued in 2010 by Islamic Bank. So what are the main factors which contributes to these innovations and the growth of Islamic capital market in Indonesia, Doctor?
Okay, so like in Malaysia, actually, in Indonesia, still government driven. So we lag behind in the corporate side on issuance of sukuk. So we corporate suku, I think it's very small amounts already issued by our corporation or Indonesian corporation. Still, we have a problem because of the issue is about the literation, about the concept of the suku. The secondly, talk about the mechanism and also cost. Some CEO said that the issuance of suku is costly because we need to get approval from the Sharia board and so on, and then because of that we need to the specific rating from the rating agency and so on. So because of this, if we compare with the conventional suku, then is conventional bond, then this is relatively costly. This is the second problem in Indonesia. And the third problem, before we talk about the sovereign suku, the third problem is some corporate suku. We indicate that some of this corporate suku is issued because of they take benefits of the regulation. Because, for example, based on the leverage ratio, this company is cannot issue the bonds, and because if they issue bond, then the rate interest rate is very high. So they issue the corporate suku as the strategy to get the lower rate. But from the Islamic perspective of the investor, maybe this quite risky, because they add more debt on in the company. So this is the reason. Okay, so back to the who actually the most contribution. Again, this is from the government, government, especially from the Ministry of Finance. And secondly, we have, as I mentioned before, we have a forum on the monetary authority to make to discuss about the current issue, as also try to find the solution. Most this process is in this forum. They discuss in this forum, and then the Ministry of Finance will try to discuss with another party. For example, in case of the cash wakaf link suku, they discuss with the wakaf authority body in Indonesia. This is the Badan Wakaf Indonesia to discuss. Because the fact is, some of the nazir or mutawali who collect cash wakaf have no idea how to invest this cash wakaf. So this is the situation. In another side, the government need to improve, need to get fund, Islamic fund, to financing the economic development. In the green suku, for example, in this green activities for the hospital, the health, for the education. So we meet this, and the social impact. This is, we have a double impact, of this product. First impact is the government use this suku to financing the economic development, in the health sector and education sector. The secondly is the return of the suku itself, and the agency fee of the agency is also used for the social activities. So this is double impact of the issuance of cash wakaf suku. So I believe this the IDB also considered this, and because Badan Wakaf Indonesia, after as an agent they get fee, this used to develop the hospital, for example, to develop the hospital, and the monthly return from the suku is used to financing the operational of the hospital. So this is double impact. So this is the good model of the. But again, still this is mostly is the initiator is come from the government and collaboration with the Islamic social bodies, especially in the Badan Wakaf Indonesia. Later we will also begin with the zakah authority body also in Indonesia. This is all for your hope we can answer your question.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. So because recently we had also a workshop with the directorate of Awqaf here in Turkey. I guess it is a very good example. Inshallah, we can replicate it or take as an exemplary case study to use our Waqaf funds as well, because they were also asking questions, as you mentioned, like where to invest cash Waqaf funds, and this is the best way to do. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kamal and Dr. Sulisya. I think in this point, the point of view is very important, and I see from here Indonesian side and is more broader than us, so this is very important. Also, this program is still very important. Hopefully there will take some lessons from this program and the Indonesian case, and I hope our participants and students and other professionals will take some major tips from this program. Thank you very much. Do you have
but Dr. Hussein, maybe if you visit in Indonesia, you can also share the experience of Turkey about the Waqif Bank.
Inshallah.
Yeah, Waqif Bank, because this is, I think this but we applied this concept, the social finance, through the bank as a vehicle. But the Waqif Bank is owned by the Islamic social institution, I think. Yeah, so we have no model like this in Indonesia. One of the reason is because of the regulation in banking is very tight. Yeah, so maybe you can share what the Waqif Bank concept. Okay.
Also, we have to share our best practices together from Turkey side, from Indonesian side, from Malaysian side, and the other sides, because of these programs, and also education, as Dr. Kamola mentioned, is coming from collaboration and cooperation. Hopefully, we'll increase this collaboration. After that, we will make good projects together. Thank you very much. Inshallah. Thank you very much. And today is very fruitful and very enhanced program. Thank you very much, Dr. Sulisya. As last words, I want to ask you some advices from our students, especially for undergraduate and MA students. What you advise for our students regarding this capital market issues?
Okay, so first, this Islamic capital market is still in early development, so we have very big room to improve it. So we need to use our all potential to try to develop this concept Islamic capital market in this. So this process, I'm very happy to sharing this like this forum. This we call I learned also from Professor Murad Tisaka about the cross-cultural learning. Cross-cultural learning. So we need to open our mind to learn from others. And also we can visit either through the discussion, online discussion, or maybe physically, in person. We can meet in many forums, in many forum of the conference, for example, for the discussion. And the second, we try to make a collaboration. Yeah, what I want is in the level of the international collaboration. Yeah, how we make not only talk about theoretical things, but we try to develop a model. Model. For example, I also offer if Ketio Karetai have a center of excellence, for example, center of studies, study. Then we have also a center of studies. Then we can collaborate to certain in certain areas, especially Islamic capital market. As I mentioned, I currently have been appointed as the director of Islamic innovation and investment and capital market in my university. So if you have the similar center, then we can collaborate. Yeah, we try to make a model, and we try to expose this model to other countries, and we can learn together. Who will use this? We can try the benefit and the advantages and disadvantages of this model, and we try to approach our policymaker to consider this model. I think this also we open this in the Islamic capital market area. Again, still we have a big room for the development, for the innovation, and we can combine not only in the Islamic financial market, but also we can collaborate, we can combine with another side of Islamic finance, Islamic social finance, for example, maybe also Islamic financial technology, as I mentioned before. I'm trying now to follow the development of the Islamic equity crowdfunding for small medium enterprise in Indonesia. Hopefully, in the next 2 or 3 years, we will get the result, so we can also try to expose this model to other countries. Then we can learn together about this. I think this my suggestion to all of you, especially for the student. Okay.
Thank you very much. They're very beneficial. Dr. Kamal, as last words, want to mention something?
I want to thank Professor Listia and coming to the joint project. Actually, Ketio Karetai University is University of the Chamber of Commerce. So this Islamic equity crowdfunding project for SMEs is we can make a perfect pilot study here.
Yeah.
Yeah, inshallah. So looking forward to that, Prof.
Inshallah. Yeah, we develop a model maybe specific for Turkey. Yeah, based on the Indonesian experience, we then try, because the one of the issue is the readiness of the small medium enterprise to be the public companies. This is the most issues when we develop this concept.
Inshallah. Thank you.
Inshallah. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sulistia, because this program will be very beneficial for us, and thank you very much. I want to give my special thanks to you for sharing your profound insights on Islamic capital markets in Indonesia. I also extend my appreciation to my university, the organizers, and our friends and my team, and our online audience. Thank you for joining us from around the world, making this truly global platform for knowledge sharing. Let us carry the knowledge gained today and continue exploring and making good and share projects together, inshallah, and unlocking the potential of Islamic capital markets. I think we choose the title of this program is very nice, because unlocking the potential. I think we unlock the potential. We understand lots of things today. Together we can contribute to their growth, development, sustainability, ensuring a prosperous future for all. Thank you once again, Dr. Sulistia, for your valuable.
You're welcome. You are very welcome.
Your insights have enriched an understanding of Islamic capital markets in Indonesia. Inshallah, our all participants will have gained lots of information today. Thank you very much. And hopefully, 2 weeks later, we'll making the Talks 6 together, inshallah. We are inviting
Inshallah.
all our audience again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. So I am